This statement is absolutely fucking ridiculous and absolutely fucking incorrect. History is like any science. You're not going to go to a book written in the 1700s on how to deal with certain sicknesses and certain diseases. That's because the science that was needed to fully understand how to deal with those things didn't exist from books that were written back in the past. As we go on in human history, we get better understanding of things and things become more and more open. Your body as a person, if you ask somebody 200 years ago to tell you the stuff that you know about your body today, they wouldn't have been able to because the investigation hadn't happened. The scientific methodology hadn't happened. The well documented research hadn't happened. The duplication of the processes and the outcomes hadn't happened. It's the same thing for history. So you can't go to a textbook or a writing that date years and years and years ago and think you're actually interpreting history. What you are doing is using outdated information to try to understand present contextual information. That ain't study history. That is nothing but conspiracy theories and guesstimation at what you might think history is. It also begs to say that the people who were writing the history books back then didn't look like you. And so, therefore, they had no responsibility to make sure that your history and that your story was actually told correctly with you and your narrative in mind, especially if you were black or a person of color. Black historians didn't start really writing our history to the late 19th century. And that is the moment in which black history started to actually be intentionally accurately told. Before, it wasn't even important to tell our stories. So once black people got involved, we got the deeper analysis of our story. So what you're saying, especially as it relates to black history, is just fundamentally false and misguided. You're literally reading books written by white supremacy to tell you who the fuck you are. That doesn't make sense. I'm gonna need y'all to stop trying to conspirarize our history and actually trust the science, the social science.